I like to work on a 50-year plan, and 50 is a number that I use randomly. So I'm 51, for example. So one way you could approach this is look at the end of your life. Just say you are 96 years old, for example, and look at yourself in 5 categories: physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, and family-wise. For each of those categories, write down 3 things that you would see yourself at the end of your life, just say at 96 years old, right? 50 years from now, for example. So let's look at it mentally, for example. Someone may say, I want to have great memory when I'm 96. Okay, then what do I do now? Well, one of the things I should stop doing right now is stop saying, I'm terrible with names. How many times you meet somebody and you introduce yourself and they go like, oh, I'm not going to remember that. I'm terrible with names. Well, if you say that every day, I can guarantee you when you reach 96, you're going to have a terrible memory. So now that you have a painted picture, a clear picture of where you see yourself mentally in the future, you know what to focus on now. And there's only 3 goals that I may have mentally. Now I know what to go narrow and deep on. Same way physically. I meditate and I like to be flexible when I'm 96. I don't need to be a gymnast. I don't need to wrap my leg around my head, but I want to be able to sit cross-legged for extended periods of time. So now that I have a vision of what it is I see myself when I'm 96 years old, I know what to work on now. I know I need to work on my flexibility and my hip openings and be able to sit cross-legged for extended periods of time. I have a daughter. What is my relationship with my daughter when I'm 96? Can we have conversations on different topics? Do we hug? Do we shake hands? If I want to hug my daughter 50 years from now, I should start hugging her now. Because if I don't hug her now, then I'm not going to be hugging her 50 years from now. Sometimes, but then you come back and it's okay to work on a 1-year plan or a 3-year plan or a 5-year plan. But having a greater picture of the future allows us to know what the next steps are. And, to address one of the points you made, Aaron, it's like, how do I know sometimes what I want? Sometimes people say, I don't even know what I want. Look around you. There's so many role models that you can pick examples for. So the way I build my painted picture of my life, so for example, when I left the monastery, I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship. So I looked around me at entrepreneurs and I looked at it like a mandarin orange that has segments. And if I took a piece from you, Aaron, and I took a piece from Jim, and I took a piece from Julie and a piece from Sally, and I put those pieces together along with some of my ideas, those combined pieces and my idea form a whole of what I would vision myself having an entrepreneur's life. Similarly, physically, I may not know what I want physically or financially. I lived as a monk. I had no money. So I had no concept of wealth or how to make money, how to invest money, keep money, grow money. So I looked around me and I took pieces. No one person can emulate everything for you, but if you took slices from different people, you could piece them together and have a clear painted picture. So, okay, this is the vision of where I see my life going. Now, can I come back to today and create a 1-year goal or 3-year goal and start working towards going there? Now, also, if I wanted your help, for example, Aaron, I could go to you and articulate to you and say, hey, Aaron, this is where I want to go. This is what I'm trying to achieve. Can you help me to get there? But it's very hard for you to help me if I can't even articulate to you what it is I want. So having clarity around a vision of what we see for our lives is so helpful in knowing where to invest our finite time and energy every day.